Absolutely. I think, two sides. One is as a startup, we collaborate with and have, it's collaboration or lots of very open conversations with many other startups in the space. Debt Goal I ran in today, had a great conversation with them, Credit Karma. There's a lot of folks like us who are trying to build a better user experience. And then on the larger side, great conversations with Tree.com or creditcards.com. And I think it's a rising tide floats all boats. This is the space and time that we're all rooting for QuinStreet to do really well. We're all rooting for every IPO, and have recognition that in fact there's innovation in the space and that we're providing value and we're not just relying on Google to drive traffic, right? And I think each one of us has a measured interest in everyone else succeeding so that we can learn from each other. We can all generate more traffic, more revenue, and higher quality. So I look at it and say I really don't have that many competitors, but I have a lot of folks that we should be talking to and collaborating, because the world in the space of people looking for services is hundreds of millions of people in the US, and not one of us has that many customers. Mine is much more, I'm going to help you find what you're looking for, in as much Google does that in search. Right? Google's job, as is Microsoft and Bing and Yahoo, is if you are looking for something, they're going to help you find it. My belief is when you're looking for products and services that are complicated, Google can't do that for you. So if you went to Google and said, best cell phone plan, where do you live? Because coverage is going to be indicative. What kind of phone do you need? That makes a big difference on which plan you should be on. How many lines? What network are all your friends are on? So again, it's helping you find what you're looking for is what we're doing. And then fundamentally, if I help you find what you're looking for, then it technically, if in definition of lead generation, it's a lead for another company or essentially a customer. So we're more of a matchmaker. I kind of define us as we're a matchmaker on the web to help every individual to save money. Right now, on average, we're helping people save about $1,500 a year. You come to BillShrink, and we're helping you be smarter, helping you live better by not changing your lifestyle. Get on the right credit card, get on the right cell phone plan, go to the right gas station, put your money in the right savings account. All these things is helping and empowering you to be smarter as a consumer, and matching you up with the right service provider that matches your individual needs. And so that's my perspective.
So it's almost like you guys are sort of the eHarmony.
Yeah, sure.
Of that, really matching on a deeper level.
Very much so. I've been to all of them, and Jay has done a phenomenal job. I'm almost positive this is the third one. And I think it's the quality of the people, and I think the tracks and the content is about how do we raise the image and the profile that in fact we're doing something different. And to me, it's much different from any other kind of affiliate type conferences, is because the focus is very much on quality. And I think that the folks here do and mean well. They're trying to innovate, they're trying to build better products and services, because they realize that the future is in building a brand and building a product that people love and use. So that would be the classic, I hate using the term, but an arbitrage. So pick a category that people search on the web within Google, that the other end of the service pays for, so the lead, and find categories that are more what we call long tail. So the big guys are focusing on the rich stuff, right? Focus on mortgages and credit cards and all these things that pay lots and lots of money. But there's a lot of categories out there that pay $5 a lead or $10 a lead. And if you, what you're trying to do is build websites and build content. And the way I would look at it is build websites, build a content page where maybe you're the expert on a specific category, let's say beauty products. And you're the expert on beauty products, and on that page, you have links off to Google and put AdSense, and those leads is essentially worth X dollars. So as long as the traffic that you're buying Google, let's say, is $1, and that user goes to your website, and that click off is worth $1.20, that's the spread. So I would say mom and pop, small person, be an expert on a category that has money, and most categories do, build some content, and buy traffic when I search on Google, beauty products, for example. Get ranked in the search when you buy, and when a user clicks on that, they go to your website, they ingest some content, and hopefully drives them off to go buy something. So that's essentially the loop, right? Build something of value, buy some traffic from Google, that traffic goes to your site, and as long as the clicks off from your site are more than what you paid for, that's how you do it.
Well, and as long as, it might take you 10 or 20 clicks or 100 before somebody...
Yes, so absolutely. So of course, it's never a one-to-one. For every click that you buy, there's going to be a range of how many people actually convert on your site. So hopefully you're buying it at 10 cents, and for every 10 people, you get one click that's worth $1.20. So it costs you $1 essentially for the traffic. It can be done. There's automated systems. I know plenty of folks who do it, who actually stay-at-home moms, and they supplement income by doing this all day. So it happens. Look, I would say that they need to focus on building brand value and content, right? If they're writing original content or they're doing the work for me as a consumer, I wouldn't mind going to the site if they're aggregating all the best content about a specific topic that I'm interested in, which is doing all the legwork for me. I don't mind it. Look, this is a great conference. I think I was just on a panel discussing lead generation and the brand and the customer experience. My focus at BillShrink is build technology that scales across lots and lots of services, build the best user experience so people come through and they love it and they get value and they find exactly what they're looking for, provide lots of analytics for the lead buyers for them to understand what they're getting, how they're getting it, when they're losing, when they're winning, so they can build better products. In a perfect world, we can do and disrupt industries as did Kelley Blue Book in the car industry, right? If transparency is in the marketplace, you as a consumer know how much you should be paying for a cell phone plan. You should know exactly what you're paying for DirecTV or cable or Dish. Well, then they have to compete by building better products and pricing them better. Right now, most of the services that exist today for consumers are relatively obfuscated and confusing, and you don't know what you're getting, right? So if we can do a better job in educating the individual to define what it is that they're getting, why they're getting it, and what exactly they should be getting based on what their usage is, then I think the world changes.